Connecting with your child is very special, and it comes with a lot of hard work that you need to put in. Like right now, I'm making this video, and my 9-year-old, my sneaky 9-year-old, is standing here right besides me, and she is constantly trying to get my attention, but she knows that mama is busy. Anyway, children need that attention, especially in the initial years of their life. And if you don't give them right then you will miss out on a lot in your parenting journey. Hi, my name is Falak. Welcome to Parenting 2.0 with Falak. And this video is all about parenting as you connect with your child. I feel connecting with your child is extremely important. I have always mentioned I have a pretty busy day. Still, I try to take out half an hour, 1 hour and spend with her. And those are the moments which are really special throughout the day for me and for my daughter. It's really a stressful time we are going through, and those moments really make a huge change in my day. And it does for her as well. That's what she tells me. So here I am telling you about how to specially connect with your child, because I, for one, have personally worked a lot on this connection. If you would have seen us 5 years back, you would not have seen me and my daughter connected as much as we are right now. So it's very important to have that constant bond with your child. Number one, and you might laugh, or you might say that it is something which is very simple, yet not. How many of you go out and reach out and hug your children every day without any rhyme or reason? I do. So there is something that a child counselor has said, that if a child needs 4 hugs at least in a day for survival, 8 hugs to maintain themselves, and at least 12 hugs to grow fully. So your daily dose of hugs need not be less than 12 hugs a day. Jokes apart, you shouldn't count hugs. You should just give your child lots of love and lots of genuine teddy bear hugs. That's very important. And it might look a little weird or might sound a little weird, but trust me, once that gets in routine, it does wonders. You know, at times it happens that I'm working and she'll just come by and she'll just say hug, and then I'll hug her, we'll give each other a tight hug, and we go back to work. I also do that with her. So it is very important to have that strong bond with your child. Number 2, spend some time with them. As I mentioned, I try and take out 30 minutes at least in a day, if not more, with my daughter, but that's exclusive, which I'll do right after I shoot this video. But that is my time with her. I might read to her, we might read our separate books, we might talk about any random thing, but it is my time with her that we genuinely treasure, and that we genuinely like spending time with each other. Another thing is, when you're spending time, try and be as technology free as possible, because obviously when I read stories, especially if I do it on a Kindle or something, I have to have my phone with me. But when you're just having a conversation, if she comes and tells you something, you have to keep that phone aside. If you can't, then excuse yourself and ask them to come back later. Spending one-on-one time with your child is very important. And when you spend that one-on-one time, it might be a reflection time at night. It might be anything. But spend that time exclusively with your child. If you have multiple children, as I mentioned in my video about siblings, spend as much as possible individual one-on-one time with each child. That's very important. If they come and discuss something with you that they are not comfortable about, or they are emotional about something, don't shun that at, okay, don't start crying, or don't do this. Speak it out. Emotions are real, whether they are our emotions or our children's emotions. Tomorrow, if you tell your boy that boys don't cry, they'll not learn how to cry, how to shed that emotion out, how to kind of feel light. They won't learn that. Every emotion is important, and that should be a thumb rule for parenting. Have something that you do together as a team. For us, it's reading and also watching movies nowadays. We had a lot of restriction on screen time, which has gone out of the window right now, and we can't help it. So I love movies, my husband loves movies, my daughter loves movies, so we like watching movies together, and that bonds us together. It may be anything for you as a family. It's very important for you to relax and have some me time, whether you meditate, whether you work out, whether you do anything, but it's very important for you to relax and have that calm and composed energy about you going. And also for your child, show them how to be calm, composed, how to be in a zone which is not completely stressful. I still have a difficult time with my daughter as far as this aspect is concerned, because she is sort of a perfectionist, which I don't know where she's got it from, and she gets a little worked up because of that, which we are working on, because it's very easy to get hyper or to get worked up on situation or to get stressed, but it's very tough to calm yourself down. If you keep yourself calm when there's a chaos or a storm going outside, that's brilliance. Children won't learn that until you either show it to them or work on it with them, right? Be there for them. If they need someone, be there. At least one of you, be there for them. Be available and let them know that you're there. Do things that might be silly, but might bring a lot of joy in your life, in your child's life, in your family life. Even if it's sharing a joke, even if it's discussing something which might sound nasty, but it kind of is okay for your family, do it. It makes you have fun. It makes you leave all the tension around you and leave it completely. And right now, during the pandemic, that is very important. Have those light moments throughout the day. At times it happens, my husband and my daughter share a joke which I have no clue about, but they laugh and it's okay. Connect, as I mentioned, relax. Me time is important. Connecting with yourself is as important as connecting with your child. If you don't know the importance of self-care, self-love, you will not be able to love the people around you. If you don't respect yourself, you will never be able to gain that respect from others, or no one out there will be able to respect you truly, including your child. If these are again times when they are difficult times, children are also going through a lot, and some of them are feeling a lot unloved because they are getting worked up, they are getting stressed. So it is like that 12 hugs, which I mentioned in the beginning of the video, should go up to like 18, 24 hugs a day, because these times need more love. And when your child behaves in a manner which is inappropriate, which is not acceptable, they need that safe space all the more than anything else. It is very important to show that you care, even if you are pulling up your child for doing something which was inappropriate. Obviously, we have to kind of, children need to understand consequences. Children need to understand what are the repercussions of their actions, but that doesn't mean that they should not feel the love around them or they should not feel wanted. Another thing is we have a lot of timeouts. Parents give a lot of timeouts. That's okay if it's done in a proper manner, but if you, especially during the pandemic, if you change those timeouts to time-ins, if your child is feeling all vulnerable and stressed, and you just hold him and hug him and just sit and just keep on saying, it'll be okay, it'll be fine, it'll mean a world to your child, right? It'll make a world of a huge difference to your child. So try that and then let me know how it went. And it will completely change your perspective about timeouts and how time ends, where you are, if not hugging, then holding your child's hand and just being there around her without even having, or him, without having a conversation also. So that they realize their mistake, but they don't feel unloved, right? Also, before I leave, I'd like to tell you, it's very important to have a routine in place. Be it the routine that you follow from school. Schools are sending homework now, so that needs to be involved in the routine that you have for your child. It is very important that they follow a particular schedule, because that gives them a direction. They don't feel overwhelmed. They know what to expect from the day. A young child without a routine or a schedule has more tantrums, has more meltdowns, acts in a way that is inappropriate as per us. So have a routine in place. Make it a little flexible, that's okay, but have a routine. Also read with your child. It's amazing. It's the most amazing experience. I am a strong advocate. I would recommend, if you can't get books nowadays, during these days, go on to Storyweaver, which is Pratham Books, a website where you can find free access to books, and beautiful books, and in multiple languages and different reader levels. It is purely amazing. Then there is something on YouTube. They also have a website called Storyline Online, which has famous people read aloud beautiful narrations, read alouds of books. One of our favorite is Thank You, Mr. Fokker. So that is a book which was read aloud on Storyline Online, which is an amazing, collection of videos that you can share with your child. And each book ranges from between 2 minutes to, say, 10-12 minutes of storytelling. So it is amazing, and it has some lovely classics, some beautiful new age books. It is beyond amazing. Another thing is Karadi Tales does live on Instagram and Facebook every day. And that is amazing. It is beautifully read. Pratham Books Facebook page has famous people read out books to children. Almost every day they upload videos of people reading in Hindi, in English, in Kannada, every language possible, right, in India. So do check all these out and make your child fall in love with books and stories. There's no better time than this. Pandemic has left us in a very difficult situation, but this is the apt time to connect with your family and connect with your child. Think about it. Keep rethinking parenting. Till then, I will see you next time. This is Falak from Parenting 2.0 with Falak. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.